Hey guys, so I'm back again with another video, but I'm just following up on a video I just made or whatever. I took off my lashes. I need to take off these eyebrows because they just a little too thick for me. They just too thick. So but yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about, and I don't know why I didn't incorporate it in the last video, but it's the most important part. Like, I see a lot of people, like before I made that video 15 and pregnant, I seen so many people making a video 15 and pregnant and stuff like that, and that was my story time. But I know, like, you know, some people run across those videos and they be like, okay, well, shoot, she's so pretty, and she, you know, she got a cute son, or she got a cute daughter, and her life just look like it's going good and stuff like that. So I guess it just ain't that bad. Let me let y'all know something right now. Like, if you ever run across my video, don't think that, because this is not easy. And I feel like a lot of people, you know what I mean, like a lot of people get on social media and they make it but I mean, you ain't gonna, we don't show struggles. Like, people show the best parts of their life on social media. This was not easy. My life, I done been through the dirt, I done been through the mud, me and my daughter. Like, what people don't tell you is that when you have a kid at 15 years old, you get pregnant at 15 years old. Man, y'all, I was dumb before I had her. Like, just oblivious to the streets, to the world, to how stuff go, how this whole thing work, credit, money, everything. I was just dumb already. So that when you put a kid into a situation like that, you can only teach a kid what you know thus far. So if you only 15 and you already dumb, once they come and you turn 16 and they hear, you can only teach them what you know, and you don't know nothing. So guess what? You're gonna grow up with that child. Y'all gonna grow up together. You can go through stuff. As you're going through stuff, she or he's gonna have to go through it with you. And you know what I mean? That's why it's not a good idea to have a kid at 15 years old, because you want to at least be like, it ain't no age, but you want to be wise. I'm gonna just say that. You want to be at an age where you wise, where you done already been through stuff, so that you could be in a position where you can tell them what not to do. You can tell them what to do in this situation, or what not to do. And you know, you kind of stable, even if you ain't all the way stable. You know how to get stable. You on your way to stability. You know what I mean? I was completely unstable. I was completely, you know, and then depending upon which family you 15 and pregnant, depending on your mom, your dad, what if they is unstable? Now you really gonna have to grow up and really gonna have to become a woman at 16. You know what I mean? So people don't talk about that, and it's just not a good idea. I'm just telling y'all straight up. I don't care. People say, oh, girl, you gonna make it. Yes, because once you have a kid, you literally just have to snap into it. If you a mom and you a good one, you gonna snap into it, and it's just gonna click. But I'm telling you, if like I said, my mom wasn't, we was all good kids. She had 3 good kids. I turned bad. I can say that. I turned bad. We wasn't raised up in no bad household where, you know what I mean, we just weren't raised like that. You know what I mean? I decided to go out of the ordinary and do what I did. But you know what I mean? So she didn't never feel the need that she had to have certain conversations with me. That's what I'm just gonna say. You know what I mean? I feel like all parents should say it when the time is right. I'm gonna have it with my daughter. I'm gonna tell her, look, this is what I had, this is what I did, and this is what you ain't gonna do. This is what you, if you think you is, you know. So, you know, and my mom never came at me like that, and you know, it's a blessing and a curse in some situations. For me, I feel like, you know, even if she would have, I was so hard-headed that, you know, I feel like, you know, because of who I am, no matter what somebody tell me, I gotta figure it out for myself. And I already see those qualities in my daughter. Like, no matter what I say, she gotta figure it out for herself. So I've already been like, you know, when she do give me a little attitude, she on 8. When she do give me a little attitude, I'm like, okay. You know, because literally you could not tell me nothing, you know. So I was the type where I had to figure it out for myself, but I wasn't dumb. And you know what I mean? So I already see, like, you know, whatever I gave my mom, whatever I did to my mom is gonna come back tenfold, and I'm ready to fight. So what's up? But nah, let me get back on track. People don't talk about that, you know, and you just want to be in a position to to be able to give your child a good life. You know what I mean? Like, people you see, like, you know, kids, they be 15, 16 years old, get pregnant by somebody, and then you see them online with the boyfriend, they have like a gender reveal, then they had a baby shower, and then everything look all good. Let me tell y'all, females, we will snap into it first. Like, we'll snap into motherhood and get the change of diapers and bathing the baby and patting and all that. We'll snap into it first. Guys, you think we ain't ready. Guys is like here with parenthood, and we here too, but when the baby come, we at least get here. You know what I mean? And we continue to grow. While we going like this, because we have to, they going like this. And, you know, and oh my God, like, y'all know how guys is, how dumb they are. And their dumbness don't go away till about 25. Like, it just don't go away. So, you know, it just like, you see that it looks easy, and people make it seem easy, and people post videos like, oh, and I'm talking about, y'all be bomb with these gender reveals and these baby showers and all this, and then, you know, now that YouTube can pay you and stuff like that, people, you know, they don't go out and get jobs, they just be on YouTube making videos, get money from that. At 18, they move out, have their boyfriend come live with y'all. Let me tell y'all have these kids, stay with your parents as long as you can. Shoot, if my mom was alive, I'd be right and probably sleeping in her bed with her. Like stay with your parents as long as you can. Don't try to go out here and be grown, cause it's not it. Like, I got my own crib now, and it was hell and high water to get here, but you know, it's just not easy. That's what this video is about. I just want to let y'all know, like, even though us as, you know, teen moms, my daughter 8, thank you Lord Jesus, she here, she healthy, you know, and I pray that I can be, I pray all the time to be a better mother, and pray all the time to be, you know, bless me to be able to bless her and help me so I can guide her and stuff like that. Like, I pray for stuff like that, because it's just not easy. You know, you in control of someone else's life. Like, you have someone else's life. It's up to you who that person becomes. You know what I mean? It's up to you. It's not up to, you know what I mean, nobody else. If something happened to that kid, it's on you. If anything go wrong, it's on you. Like, it's just on you. And it's just that type of responsibility. Like, people don't talk about that. Like, you have to teach that kid. Even though they go out to school, you still got to take time out your day to teach them things and be able to, you know, keep them up. Make sure they, you know, they got everything that they need. You got to go out and get a job. Then you got to think about who going to watch them. Then you got to trust other people with your child, your baby, your infant. You know what I mean? All these things that, you know what I mean? Like, the internet makes it seem so easy. You know, if you already in a situation, all I can do is say, educate yourself. You know what I mean? Like, educate yourself. Educate yourself as much as you can. If you just found out you're pregnant, you 15 years old, get in some books, some parenting books. And get around people who good parents. Don't be trying to get around you know what I mean? You have friends that were smoking and drinking, and now you pregnant, and you trying to still sit around them and stuff like that. No, now you got to get around people who good parents, who been through some stuff, who could teach you. You can't. And people don't understand that when you have a baby at 15, 16, you got to give up your life. Let's talk about it. Let's really talk about it. You have to give up your life. Ain't no more going out partying. Ain't no more, if you smoking, you shouldn't be, like, I can't tell people what to do. You know what I mean? Smoking, drinking, it ain't a good thing when you have a infant, a baby. Maybe when they get out, maybe when they can walk. Nah, I'm just saying. I don't advise nobody to smoke or drink. You know what I mean? I used to smoke, and I used to sip a little bit, but I ain't never been no drinker. But I used to smoke, and it's just like, you not in your right mindset when you smoking, you got a kid. Because I used to always, I was smoking, get paranoid, like, nah, where she at? Where she at? She had. I used to think, you know what I mean? Like, like, you just have to give up your life. You can't do the same stuff that you've been doing. You can't go out. You can't just get up. You know what I mean? Like when I got pregnant at 15, me and my boyfriend, we used to go out all the time and rip and run the streets together. Like, you know what I mean? Then when I got pregnant, he was still able to rip and run the streets, and I wanted to rip and run the streets, and I had to sit in the house with the baby and watch him on Facebook like this. Like, what the hell? Like, I wanted to rip and run the streets. Like, let's really talk about it. It's not fun. it's just not fun. Like, and my friends used to still go to the movies and stuff like that and be out at parties. This was when parties and kickbacks was popping. You know, I couldn't go to nothing. You know what I mean? Them 9 months. I really couldn't, because if he caught me out, like, that's a whole nother story time. But, you know, you have to give up your life. You know what I mean? You can get jobs, but then you can't work as much as you would want to provide for your kid, because now you still got to be there. You know what I mean? You still got to be there and be a mother to your child. So now you can't work as much. You got to work at some little part-time job so you get some money, but not too much, because you still got to be able to be around your kid and stuff like that. Like, it's just so much that, you know, that I learned along the way and stuff like that. Like, then, you know, say for instance, God forbid, he decides that he don't want to be with you no more, which is what happened to me. And now you 15, 16 years old pregnant, and the depression is gonna be real. Like, I don't wish that on nobody, but to be a mother at that age and you have your life basically taken away from you, because now you have to raise a kid, and you can sit and watch your nigga with another female who ain't pregnant, who ain't got no kids, and they doing what y'all used to do when you ain't have a kid. Like, oh man, like that's I was so depressed. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, couldn't drink, couldn't brush my teeth. Like, it's real. And you so young to be depressed at that age. It's trauma, it's traumatic, and you will forever remember it. Like, it's just so much that I went through, and I wouldn't wish it on nobody, you know. And like I said, I wouldn't take my daughter back for the world. I don't know what I would be doing, probably behind bars if she wasn't here. Like I don't know what I would be doing, like, you know what I mean, like, without her. Now that she here, but if I didn't have a kid, I know, like, I don't know what I would be doing, but I know, like, so many opportunities I had to give away. Like, let's really talk about it. Like, I ain't ashamed. I had to give away so many opportunities. I couldn't take a lot of opportunities. I couldn't do a lot of stuff. And I feel like I'm such a talented person. And even though I had a kid, I ain't let it stop me. I still graduated from high school, never failed, graduated from high school with my cosmetology license, started my own business. Like, I still did what I had to do, you know what I mean? Because when and God forbid, you know, the baby father is not in the kid's life. Now you got to be a mom and a dad. Now you got to, you know, and I'm gonna just throw this in here. You know, my baby father died when my daughter turned 1. You know what I mean? So I had to be a mom and a dad, and I was on go. Like, if you know me, you know, like I have ADHD too. So if I'm talking fast and I'm skipping subjects and stuff, excuse me. But I was so on go, like, okay, I got this. Like, I'm going to school. I used to wake up, have to go to school from I'm gonna just break it down, from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. I used to have to go to school. We would leave school and go to hair school from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. I would walk from the hair school to my house, and that took like an hour. See my daughter, check on her, just, you know, and my mom would keep her all this time, and I would go to work from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. get off, you know, be a mother for a few hours, and then wake back up and do it all again. I was so on go until I realized, like, man, when my daughter get of age, I gotta explain to her what happened to her father, like, why he not here, like, how is that gonna affect her when she see everybody else with their dad and her dad, you know, and having to think about all this as a young person. It's just like, man. And you watching other people, like, you know, I never really, this wasn't me, like, I ain't watch other people, like, man, you know, their life, like, dang, and look at mine, like, I gotta go through all this so young, like, damn, like, I'm really a woman, like, I really gotta grow up, like, I really can't be a kid and bullshit no more. This is real now, like, so, you know, all that. And I'm sorry that this video is so long, but it need to be said. Like, people just don't know. Like, a lot of young girls and like I said, I blame social media, because, you know, but I don't want to say it like that, because even though it's like we make it look easy, but really it's not. We just not showing the struggle. And I'm gonna tell y'all about things that I had to go through with my child, and how, like, you know, we've been through a lot. Me and my daughter been through a lot. Like I said, I had her when I was 16 years old. She was in this world with me. You know what I mean? From 16 to now, we done been through so much. So, you know, I I just want y'all to know, like, it's not easy. It's not what you want to do. It's not a decision. Like, if you, like I said, if you already in a situation where you already pregnant, don't look at this video and be like, okay, I'm gonna get an abortion, because I don't personally believe in abortions. I don't, like, I ain't gonna say I don't believe in it. You know, I think every situation is different, you know, but for me personally, I just, my heart won't let me do it. Like, I'm the type of person where if I did it, I gotta deal with it. Like, I gotta take that. Like, I gotta eat that. Like, you know, so I'm gonna deal with it. Like, if I lay down and I have a kid, I'm not gonna have an abortion. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not, because at the end of the day, you know, everything happens for a reason. I don't want to, you know, go against God's will. Like, that, like, I don't know what I would have did back then. But even back then, when people was coming at me like, you need to get an abortion, I was like, no. You know, if I gotta take care of this kid on my own, I'm gonna do it, because that's just what it is. You know, but if you can prevent it and you can take necessary precautions, I would advise anybody who can prevent it and take the necessary precautions to do so, because it's just like, everybody, they don't talk about this. Even people who got millions of dollars and stuff like this, all this stuff I'm talking about still applies to every situation. Like, I don't care how much money you got. Think about those things. You are in charge of another person's life. It ain't no just get up and go no more. It ain't no just, oh, I'm at the club, bow, bow, bow. Like, oh, you just, like, you can't be in situations no more. You can't, because now you got somebody that's depending on you for everything until they get to shit. At my age now, I was still depending on shit. So, you know, we all still be dependent on our parents till we gone, basically. Like, you know, and it's just like, the thought of it, the thought of it, it's just like, whoa. Like, you know, and like I said, it's just about that age part. Like, you not ready. If anybody else said you not ready, you 15 years old, you not ready. You 16, you not ready. You 17, you really not ready. You 18, you not ready. Like, it's just, you're not ready. No, you know what I mean? And people say, okay, well, you really not ready. But when that baby come, you gonna get ready. You gonna be ready. You gonna have to. It ain't gonna be no other choice. But you don't want it to be like no other choice. You want it to be like a situation where you stable. You know, I'm at this age now, and people be asking me like, you want to have another kid? And I be like, no. I mean, I do. I would love to have, like, you know, as you get older, you actually want to have kids. Like, when I was young, I don't think about no kids, you know, but when it got slapped on me, I had to think about it, you know. But as you get older, you see the beauty of having kids. You see the beauty. Like, I don't even feel like I got a chance to see my daughter grow. Like, I was gone so much because I had to go to school, had to go to hair school, and I had to work. You know what I mean? So I was gone so much. I missed so many moments. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't really have intimate time with her. Like where I'm really watching her and seeing her until she was like 3, and we moved to New York. And that was when I had to, like, be there with her. And I felt like, you know, postpartum depression, like, I had that to the point where I was just like, I was a robot. Like, I'm changing diapers and I'm doing all this stuff, but I really don't have an emotional connection to her. Like, that's how it was, like, when she was first born. Like, I'm doing all this stuff, and it ain't nothing to me to change a diaper and feed her and burp her and stuff like that. Like, all these physical activities, but emotionally being there for her and just loving and caring and all that stuff was not there. And I don't know if it's because I was young and you just don't, you know, it's like you taking care of somebody's kid. You babysitting somebody, but you can't give them back. You know, I don't know if I had that feeling because I was young, or was that postpartum depression? I don't know, but, you know, you just go through so much. And, you know, just don't be looking at these videos like it's easy, because I'm telling you, it's not. You know, pray too. If you already in a situation, you better get close. Whatever you believe in, whoever you believe in, however you believe in them, you better get close to them, because I believe in God. And I wish I would have been praying sooner. You know, now in my life, man, it's times where I ain't even gonna get into all that, because I know some people don't, but y'all ain't gonna stop me. Like I said, it been times where I was at my lowest, you know what I mean? Don't know what to do as a parent. I can't provide as a parent. I ain't got it, you know, and I would just pray and God would just make a way, you know. So if you believe in God, like I believe in God, go ahead and pray. Start praying now. Don't wait till the baby get here. Start praying now for a safe delivery. Like I said, educate yourself, and, you know, just get ready, because I'm telling you, it's a journey. It ain't what you think it is. It ain't what you think it's gonna be. You feel me? Like, Everybody's situation different. If you got support is necessary. Like, if you ain't got no support, get into these groups, these Facebook groups, these whatever you gotta do. Educate yourself, get around like-minded people, drop them friends that smoking and drinking and stuff like that, because now you can't, basically now you got to get focused. If ain't nobody else tell you, people making it seem like, you can still, I mean, you can, technically you can't nobody stop you, but I'm just saying, like, I've done it, and I ain't, it's not the way to be doing that. It's just not. You really need to be in your right state of mind at all times. You know what I mean? Like, I know some people smoke because, okay, their kids is overwhelming, or they drink because their kids is overwhelming, but you also gotta, like, you just gotta be in your right state of mind. You trying to smoke, all right, when they sleep, maybe when they sleep, you know what I mean? But still, even then, you don't want to develop them habits, and you want to try to be, your heart, your mind, your focus, it needs to be pure. Like, I ain't trying to tell nobody how to live, but I'm just saying from my experiences. But yeah, we already 20 minutes into this video, but I just, y'all, and I've been wanting to make this video because I feel like it's so necessary. I feel like people need to see it. People need to know that it's everything that glitter ain't gold. Just because you got the cutest kid in the world don't mean that they ain't giving you hell. Like, these kids, and I'm telling y'all, that's a whole nother subject. These kids is different. Like, I'm glad that I had my kid back in 2012, because these 2020 baby, not even 2020, 2015 and up babies is different. Like, they just different. They coming out, they coming out walking. They walking out the coochie. Like, nowadays, like, they coming out straight up out the womb, talking to you like, what you looking at? Like, they just different. They so advanced. Kids don't play no more. They don't go outside no more. They don't socialize with each other, even though we in a pandemic and we really ain't socializing. They don't socialize with each other. They don't play outside. They don't play in dirt. They don't touch grass no more. They don't eat stuff they ain't supposed to eat. They barely eat anymore. All they want is 1 or 2 things, possibly 3. Kids is just different. So it's even more challenging raising a kid in this day and time. And I ain't trying to scare y'all, but if you look around, you ask around, us as parents know we seeing a change, a shift, and it's kind of scary. And I'm kind of scared to have another kid. But I want 2 twin boys when I get about 35. So yeah, but I hope that, if you was thinking about having a kid at 15, or thinking about planning, because I'm talking to the people who be planning to have kids at these ages. Like I said, I won't plan. I didn't even know it was possible. With my dumb, I didn't even know it was possible. But for the people who actually planning to, or just, sometimes you be with a guy and he say, like, I'm trying to get you pregnant or something like that, and you young and you dumb and you don't, it just sound good, and you see all these other people having kids and they living together with their boyfriends young and stuff like that with their own crib, and they look cute, so you like, okay, yeah, it's not what it is. It's not. And don't let these niggas get y'all in the crib by yourself at them young ages, because these niggas will drive you crazy, up a wall, down the steps, between the dishwasher and the fridge. It's just, if you know, like, it's just, and you in the crib by yourself, ain't nothing you can, like, it's just a lot, y'all. Everything what you see ain't what it is. So y'all just live y'all life. And you will know when you start to when you done been through some stuff and you start to say, man, like, I wanna have a kid. Like, you will know when it's like, when you at least in your 20s, I'm gonna say in your 20s sometime, not the early 20s, because you want to party, you want to go out, you want to have fun, live before you have these kids, so that you could teach them what to do and what not to do. So that's all I'm saying. And I just hope that y'all, today is January 2nd. I hope that y'all have a great New Year's. I hope that, and I pray for y'all. I pray that, anybody who run across this video, I hope that it touch you. I hope that you learn something from it. I hope you take heed from somebody that been through it, you know. Yeah, and that's what it is. So I'll see y'all in my next video. I'm out.